My great-grandpa taught me my first written words: big, people, and carry. Well, the last one I kind of forgot. My grandma read to me from The Journey to the West, which is about a monk and his 3 disciples, one of whom was the inspiration for Goku. Reading was never a subject that was focused on in my school. I remember mostly the math and writing. That's the abacus we had to use instead of calculators. I still have the journal we practiced writing in, although I have no idea what it says anymore. When I was 9, I left China and came to America to join my parents. We settled in Durham, North Carolina. I joined a 3rd grade class in Bethesda Elementary School. Now, I had to learn an entire new language. As you can imagine, this made reading a bit difficult. By 5th grade, I spoke English well enough to begin reading. I liked learning about how things worked. My favorite books were the cross sections with detailed illustrations of the inside of large structures like ships and castles. A novel I really liked was The BFG by Roald Dahl. It was about a good giant that didn't snatch kids up at night to eat them. As I got older, so did my reading taste. Well, at least I thought so. Those Animorph flip things were awesome. Schoolwork just got more and more. My reading progress really slowed down. This was until I was placed into the advanced math class in 7th grade. Due to a schedule difference between the 8th grade and 7th grade classes, I had a chunk of free time in my 7th grade math teacher's classroom. She had a little bookshelf, and on it I discovered some of my favorite books like Flowers for Algernon, Treasure Island, and The Joy Luck Club. I learned a lot from these books as I went through the period of figuring out who I was. Funny how my fondest reading memories came about because of math. During high school, reading took another dive in progress. Schoolwork and playing soccer was just too much, and I didn't want to spend my free time reading books. My AP English class had so many required readings like Crime and Punishment, Catcher in the Rye, Hamlet, and The Stranger. I didn't really like any of them. This same apathy for reading I carried it with me to college, and I slacked off a little bit. Well, maybe a lot. It wasn't until the last winter break that I went back into reading, starting with some of the classics. I enjoyed The Stranger enough that I started another of Albert Camus' book called The Myth of Sisyphus. It was really dense, and I wasn't able to finish before spring semester started. Now, with my classroom assessment, Buddhist traditions, and well, this class, I have more reading than I ever did before. So I will be pretty preoccupied until next summer, when I have the time to read some personal choices again.